Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athlete. I'm your host, Nick Cornder, Assistant Commissioner for Media Relations at the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by Tori Wortz of the St. Cloud State women's basketball team. Thanks for joining us today, Tori.
Thanks for having me.
All right, before we get started, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a senior at St. Cloud State. My major is biomedical science, and I am from Hutchinson, Minnesota.
All right, and where are you right now?
We are at Drake University practicing on our way to Central Missouri.
The Huskies had quite the run in the NSIC tournament with a couple of come from behind wins. Tell us about those wins over Mankato and Augie in the NSIC tournament.
Yeah, both teams are very aggressive and unlike anything that we've seen in the year before, since we didn't get to play any of the South teams. So we were preparing for Mankato all week, and it's a shock either way. When you play them, they're up in your face, getting after it. A very good team, and we just managed to fight back every inch of the way and eventually come out with those wins.
So the Huskies unfortunately fell to Minnesota Duluth in the tournament championship game, which had to be hard. But then you had an entire week to wait. The regional rankings came out Wednesday. You were ranked in the top 6, but you still didn't know. What was that week like for you and your teammates?
Yeah, it was really stressful. And I would say for those first couple of nights, not a lot of us slept very well. After the rankings came out, it was a little bit better. But like you said, we had no way for sure knowing if we were in until that Sunday.
Sure, with some upsets in the MIAA tournament could have happened, but Sunday night finally came. I'm sure Sunday was one of the longest days of your life. Selection show at 9 p.m. What went through your mind when you finally saw St. Cloud State on the screen?
Yeah, I think mostly it was like relief. We're like, okay, we're in, like we can do this. It was really exciting to see our names up there.
Now, did coach give you time to celebrate that night, making the big dance, or did you get right to preparing for Central Missouri?
I mean, we had already been practicing the week before, preparing for anybody, but that night, yeah, we took time to celebrate and then got to work the next day at practice.
All right, because of COVID this year, the regionals were predetermined sites and Central Missouri was granted the right to host. What do you know about Central Missouri going into the game Friday night at 6 p.m.?
Yeah, we were fortunate to be able to watch their conference game. They're obviously a good team, and we've been preparing for them all week. I think our coaches have done a very good job. Don't want to say too much about them.
All right. Well, we've seen the Huskies fall behind in some contests, like we mentioned earlier, but you've rallied back in those. What have you learned from these tournament games, and how will you transition that into the regional tournament play?
It just reinforces that our team is very resilient and that we're capable of coming back and capable of doing those things. I'd have to say that's not what we're going to be trying to do,
Sure.
But just knowing that, we can trust each other and we can come back if need be.
So the Huskies have back-to-back NSIC tournament championship game appearances. You have a core group of student athletes there. Tell us about some of your teammates.
Yeah, it's been super fun playing with this team. Nikki Kilbotton and Caitlin Peterson I've been playing with since, freshman year. Nikki is just super good inside, and so nice on defense. I'll be like, oh, my girl got past me. Oh, there's Nikki. She's blocking her. It's fine. Super fun. Caitlin Peterson, Erin Alvarado, they'll hit down shots, big shots, whenever we need them to. And Brenna Evans, she's running the show out there. She can score. She can play D. It's really great.
And now tell us what it's like to play for Coach Fish and why you chose St. Cloud State for basketball.
I would say Coach Fish and Coach Jess are a big part of why I chose to go to St. Cloud State, as well as how close it was to my hometown, so I could be able to see my family. But playing for them is so awesome. They care for you as a person before, as a player, and they'll help you with whatever you need. And it's just really comforting to know that they care about you personally.
So you're a senior this year. What are your plans down the road for basketball, as you can have another year of eligibility left?
Yes, I am planning on taking that another year of eligibility, so I will be back with the Huskies next year.
Outstanding. And then ultimately down the road, what are your plans for life after St. Cloud State?
I have applied to optometry schools, and I'm going to Indiana School of Optometry after I finish up at St. Cloud State.
Outstanding. The future looks bright. Hopefully it is bright and shiny this weekend as the Huskies play in the Central Region Tournament down in Warrensburg, Missouri. That'll wrap up this week's show. Tori, thanks for taking the time to join us. Best of luck to you Friday night, 6 p.m. You can watch that. Go to northernsun.org for a link to watch live or live stats. But Tori, thanks for joining us and best of luck.
Thank you.